Step, you're not falling behind because you're weak. You're falling behind because you were taught to be comfortable instead of disciplined. Step, you were sold lies as advice, comfort as safety, and delay as patience. Wake up, the world rewards action, not excuses. Move now or stay behind forever. You are not falling behind because you are weak or incapable. Step, you are falling behind because the world has trained you to accept comfort as your measure of success. Step, from the earliest moments you could understand the language of others, you were fed small lies disguised as encouragement, as care, as wisdom. Take it easy, they said. There's plenty of time. Follow your passion and everything will work out. These words sounded gentle, soothing, step even nurturing, but in truth they were chains. They trained your mind to wait instead of act, to hope instead of prepare, to dream instead of do. Comfort became your cage, and the lie whispered that this cage was safety. Step, you were made to believe that avoiding struggle would bring happiness, yet the opposite is true. The most comfortable generation in history is also the most anxious, distracted, and lost. Comfort did not free you, it weakened you. By step, the world rewards those who act, not those who sit and wait. Step, every moment spent chasing ease is a moment lost in which you could have grown stronger, smarter, and more capable. Step, the lies you were told were never about protecting you. They were about keeping you small. You were told that failure is to be feared. Step, that pain is a signal to stop, and that waiting for the right moment will somehow lead to success. The truth is harsh but freeing. Step, failure is necessary, pain is a teacher, and the right moment is always created, never waited for. If you want to rise above mediocrity, you must reject these comforting lies. Step, look at the lives of those who achieved greatness. Not one of them waited for a perfect moment or an easy path. Step, they faced discomfort daily, trained their minds and bodies relentlessly, and acted even when hope seemed distant. That is the reality that the world hides from you. True growth, true achievement is forged in struggle, not leisure. Step, so stop blaming circumstances, stop waiting for validation, and stop believing that comfort is your friend. It is not. Step, comfort is the shadow of stagnation, the silent hand that holds you back while the world moves forward. You must wake up. Your potential is not a promise, it is a responsibility. Every day you linger in ease. Step, you give up the chance to become who you are meant to be. The lie that keeps you comfortable is the lie that keeps you behind. Open your eyes, feel the unease, embrace it, and move through it. Growth will never come from comfort. Step, and success will never be born from waiting. The sooner you recognize the truth, the sooner you reclaim control over your life. Step, and the sooner you begin walking the path that leads out of the shadows of deception into the light of your own disciplined, step, awakened power. Your journey begins not with comfort, but with courage. Step, you are told that you have plenty of time, that the world is patient, and that tomorrow will always come to give you another chance. Step, this is one of the most dangerous lies you have ever been fed. Time is not a renewable resource, and it does not pause for anyone. Step, not for your doubts, not for your comfort, not for your excuses. Every second that passes is gone forever. Step, slipping quietly into the past while you remain trapped in illusions of opportunity. The lie of there, enough time, is seductive because it relieves you from urgency. It encourages procrastination, distraction. Step, and the comforting thought that effort can wait. But life does not reward waiting. Life rewards preparation, courage, step, and relentless action. Every moment spent believing you have time is a moment where someone else is training, learning, growing, and moving forward. Every day you delay, your potential quietly shrinks, and the distance between you and your goals widens. Step, you might look around and see others achieving, advancing, creating while you linger in comfort. Step, telling yourself that your time will come. That is the illusion. Step, there is no magical tomorrow where circumstances suddenly align in your favor. Time does not grant permission, it demands responsibility. Step: the longer you wait, the heavier the weight of lost opportunities becomes. Discipline cannot be postponed, growth cannot be delayed. Step: mastery cannot be borrowed from the future. To believe in endless time is to hand over your power to chance. The truth is that every day is a battlefield. Every day offers a chance to either move forward or be left behind. Your habits, step, your choices and your focus determine whether the seconds you are given build your strength or erode it. Waiting for clarity, step, waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect alignment of stars. These are traps. Life does not care if you feel ready. Step: life does not negotiate with hesitation. Action is not optional, it is inevitable. If you do not act, time will act on you silently. Step: invisibly, without mercy. Opportunities will be claimed by those who move. Skills will be developed by those who endure. Step: and dreams will become reality for those who refuse to wait. Step: every moment you spend hesitating is a moment spent surrendering to stagnation. Understand that the clock does not lie, but your mind does. The idea that there is time is comforting, but it is false. Real power comes from acknowledging the scarcity of time and choosing to act despite fear, doubt, or discomfort. Life is not a rehearsal. There will be no second take, no extension, no reset. Wake up to the urgency that surrounds you. Treat every moment as precious. Step: every action as meaningful, and every day as a chance to close the gap between who you are and who you are meant to become. Time waits for no one, and the sooner you embrace this truth, step, the sooner you will stop falling behind and start moving forward with purpose, precision, and relentless resolve. You are not tired, and you are not weak. You are overstimulated, distracted, and pulled in 1,000 directions. Step: leaving your mind exhausted and your focus fractured. Every day, the world competes for the attention that belongs to you. Notifications demand it. Social media entices it. Opinions, arguments, and endless noise steal it. Every beep, every scroll, every alert is a small thief quietly eroding your ability to think deeply, to act decisively, and to pursue your purpose. Step: the lie you have been told is that staying busy equals progress, but business is often a mask for avoidance. Step: you fill your time with constant activity to avoid stillness, to avoid confronting yourself, to avoid asking the dangerous question. Am I living the life I am meant to live? Distraction is not harmless, it is a silent jailer. It keeps you comfortable, numb, step, and compliant. It is easier to scroll than to train. Easier to watch than to create, easier to talk than to act. And in that ease, step, you are losing more than moments. You are losing clarity, focus, and the ability to hear the truth of your own mind. Stillness is power. Step: silence is honesty. When you remove the noise, when you confront the empty hours without a screen in front of you, the discomfort that rises is the truth returning. You begin to feel what you have avoided for years. Step: the tension between who you are and who you could become. That tension is not punishment. It is a signal. Step: a guidepost pointing to the gap between potential and reality. Yet most people flee from it, seeking another distraction, another click. Step: another temporary relief. The strongest minds, the most disciplined people understand that distraction is their greatest enemy. They embrace quiet moments, they sit with themselves, and they let their attention sharpen like a blade. Attention is a finite resource. Step: and where you direct, it determines your life. If you scatter it to everything, you gain nothing. If you focus it on mastery, growth, step, and meaningful action, you become unstoppable. The world will try to keep you fragmented because a distracted mind is easy to control. Step: but the moment you reclaim your focus, the moment you learn to be present, to endure discomfort, to engage deeply with your own life, step, you rise above the deception. You begin to see the lies for what they are, tools designed to keep you small. Step: every hour spent in distraction is an hour that could have been invested in self-mastery, learning, building strength, and creating impact. The difference between those who achieve and those who falter is the ability to sit in stillness, step, to resist the pull of constant entertainment, and to invest time intentionally. Your mind is a weapon, but only if it is trained. The noise will always exist, the distractions will never stop, but the disciplined mind rises above, chooses attention, step, and cultivates clarity. If you want to stop falling behind, you must stop running from yourself. You must stop surrendering your focus. Step. The path forward begins when you reclaim your attention, embrace stillness, and allow discomfort to teach you who you truly are. Step. Without this, you will always remain lost in the illusion of business, forever falling behind while the world moves forward. Step. The lie you have been told is that someone else is responsible for your life, that your failures, your struggles, step, and your limitations are caused by forces beyond your control. Your parents, your past, your circumstances, the economy, society, even fate itself. These are the convenient scapegoats that allow you to avoid facing the most uncomfortable truth. Step. The only person truly in charge of your life is you. Blame is seductive because it offers relief. When you point a finger, step, you feel a temporary release from responsibility, as though someone else is carrying the burden of your inaction. But relief is fleeting. Step. In reality, blaming others is surrendering your authority. Every excuse you accept, every reason you give for why you cannot, every justification for delay weakens your power to act. Responsibility, on the other hand, is the ultimate liberation. To take full responsibility is to reclaim control over your life. It is to step into the arena of your own growth, your own discipline, and your own potential. It is not punishment, it is permission. Permission to act, to change, to rise above. Step. The moment you stop blaming the world and start facing yourself honestly, something shifts inside you. Step. You no longer wait for external conditions to improve or for someone else to provide the answers. You start seeing your weaknesses clearly, not as defects to be mourned, but as opportunities to strengthen. You recognize your patterns, step, your habits, and your choices, and you begin to take deliberate steps to reshape them. Responsibility is the tool that transforms victims into warriors. It is the spark that ignites initiative and fuels relentless action. Step. Every person who has achieved greatness understood this truth. No one else will save you, and no one else can carry your purpose for you. To wait for rescue is to wait in vain. You must rise on your own, even when the path is steep, even when your body resists. Step. Even when fear whispers that it is impossible. The power you have been seeking outside yourself has always been within. Step. It is accessed through the willingness to own every aspect of your life. Your successes and your failures. Step. Your choices and your consequences, your strengths and your weaknesses. Step. Responsibility is the bridge between where you are and where you are meant to be. It is the discipline to act when no one is watching, to push through pain when comfort tempts, and to persevere when excuses plead for surrender. Step. The world does not reward complaints or excuses. It rewards those who step forward and act, regardless of circumstance. When you embrace full responsibility, fear loses its grip, doubt becomes fuel, and obstacles transform into stepping stones. Step. The moment you stop looking outward for someone else to blame, you begin moving inward to take command of your life. And it is here, step, in this raw, unflinching ownership of your existence, that true power, freedom, and growth are born. To reclaim your life, step, stop blaming and start acting. Responsibility is not a burden. It is your greatest gift, your path to becoming unstoppable. Motivation is fleeting. It comes in waves, unpredictable and unreliable like the weather, sometimes strong, sometimes gone. Step, and rarely aligned with the tasks that demand your effort. That is why relying on motivation alone is a trap. Step. Motivation tells you to act when you feel inspired. Discipline tells you to act even when every fiber of your being resists. Step. Discipline is not emotional, it is structural. It is the architecture of your life. built through repetition, persistence, and the refusal to yield to comfort. Step, you were told to wait till you felt ready or felt motivated, but that is the wrong sequence. Action creates clarity. Step, not the other way around. You move first, and understanding, confidence, and skill emerge from your persistence. Every habit you maintain, step, every small task you complete even when you do not feel like it, compounds into an invisible power that shapes your identity. Step, discipline is the bridge between who you are today and who you are destined to become. Without it, potential remains unrealized. Step, you can dream endlessly, hope fervently, and plan meticulously, but without disciplined action, your life will remain stagnant. Step, look at those who achieve greatness. They do not wait for mood or emotion to align with their goals. They train when they are tired. Step, focus when they are bored, and push forward when discomfort demands they stop. This is how strength is forged, through consistent effort. Step, not occasional bursts of inspiration. Discipline is not restrictive, it is liberating. Step, it frees you from the tyranny of your fleeting feelings, from the chaos of distraction, and from the trap of procrastination. Step, when your life is disciplined, you do not rely on luck, timing, or fleeting motivation. You rely on your systems, your habits. Step, and your willingness to act regardless of circumstance. Every day you choose discipline over ease. Step, you reinforce your identity as someone capable, resilient, and relentless. Step, every moment of resistance you endure is a building block for your future self. If you wish to stop falling behind, you must learn to act when you do not feel like it. You must cultivate consistency, embrace structure, and value repetition over emotion. Motivation is a spark, discipline is the flame that will never go out. Step, discipline transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers because it is not dependent on how they feel. Step, it is dependent on what they do. You have to choose action over hesitation, structure over chaos, and growth over comfort. In doing so, step, you will discover a strength that motivation alone cannot provide. A strength that becomes part of who you are. Step, a quiet force that guides you through challenges, setbacks, and uncertainty. Discipline is not about being perfect. Step, it is about showing up again and again, even when you fail, even when you doubt, and even when the world seems to conspire against you. The discipline path is not easy, but it is the only way forward. It is the way to mastery, the way to freedom, step, and the way to becoming unstoppable. To live a life of impact, you must act first, train relentlessly, step, and let discipline carry you past the limits of temporary motivation into the realm of lasting achievement. Step, the lie you have been told is that suffering is bad, that pain is something to avoid at all costs. Step, and that a comfortable life is the highest goal. The truth is that unnecessary suffering is to be avoided. Yes, step, but purposeful suffering is the path to strength, clarity, and transformation. Step, every person who has achieved greatness has endured challenges that felt unbearable at the time. Step, every mind that has reached clarity has wrestled with doubt, fear, and confusion. Step, every body that has attained mastery has been pushed to its limits. Growth is not found in ease, it is forged in resistance. Step, when you avoid discomfort, you remain small, you remain untested. Step, life does not hand out resilience on a silver platter. It is earned through struggle, through trials that demand endurance. Step, and through the conscious choice to face what others flee from. Suffering with purpose means choosing challenges that stretch you, step, that teach you, that sculpt your character and sharpen your mind. It is waking up before dawn to train your body when sleep calls. Step, it is confronting your fears when avoidance whispers. It is persisting through rejection, failure, and doubt without surrender. Step, the temporary pain you endure is the seed of lasting strength. Avoidance may feel comfortable now, but it guarantees stagnation and regret later. Purposeful suffering is not masochism. Step, it is the deliberate embrace of challenge for a higher reason. It is discipline applied to every aspect of life, mind, body, and spirit. Step. When you suffer with purpose, every obstacle becomes a teacher, every hardship becomes a lesson. Step, and every moment of resistance builds your capacity to endure more. Ask yourself, what am I willing to suffer for? Step. If your answer is nothing, it is no wonder that life feels empty, unfulfilling, and frustrating. If your answer is something meaningful, step, then suffering becomes a tool, a pathway, and a catalyst for transformation. Understand that the discomfort you face is temporary. Step. But the results are lasting. The pain of training your mind, building your body, confronting fear. Step, and refusing shortcuts may feel overwhelming in the moment, but it leaves you stronger, wiser, and unbreakable. Those who avoid it will always envy those who embrace it. Purposeful suffering is also the teacher of humility. Step. It reminds you that you are human, that you have limits, and that your limits are meant to be tested. It strips away illusion. Step, forcing clarity and truth into your life. It shapes patience, focus, and resilience. Step. Those who endure deliberately understand the profound truth. Life is not about comfort, life is about mastery. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Growth requires resistance. Pain, faced with intention. Step becomes the forge in which your character is molded. To stop falling behind, you must stop fearing suffering. Step. You must stop avoiding challenges. You must step willingly into the fire of growth, knowing that each trial endured with purpose brings you closer to the strongest, most capable version of yourself. Step. This is the secret the world hides. The only way to rise is to suffer deliberately, endure fully, and emerge stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. No more excuses. No more waiting for clarity. No more hoping that circumstances will suddenly align in your favor. Step. The truth is that the world does not wait for you, and it certainly does not reward hesitation. You have been lied to, told that safety, step, comfort, and patience are the keys to success. They are not. Life does not bend to the desires of the unprepared. Step, and opportunities are claimed by those who act relentlessly, without delay, and without fear. The moment to wake up is not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. It is now, right now, in this very second. You have a choice. Step, to remain a passive observer of your life, or to step into the arena and take control of your destiny. Step. You are capable of far more than you realize, but potential unused becomes regret. Step. Every hour you spend waiting is an hour where growth could have occurred, where skills could have been honed. Step, and where your life could have shifted towards something greater. Stand up. Stop surrendering to comfort. Stop believing the lies that have been whispered to you for years. Stop giving power to distractions, excuses, and fear. Walk forward. Step. Take deliberate action. Discipline your mind, strengthen your body, and cultivate habits that serve your purpose rather than your comfort. Every step you take toward mastery, no matter how small, compounds into unstoppable momentum. There will be resistance. Step. There will be setbacks. There will be moments where doubt threatens to overwhelm you. That is the path. That is the reality of life. Step. To achieve anything meaningful, you must embrace discomfort, persist through difficulty, step, and continue moving even when every instinct screams to stop. The world does not need more people who wait for opportunity. Step. It needs people who create it. It does not need more comfort seekers. It needs warriors of focus, clarity, and relentless action. You are not here to follow the easy path. You are here to rise, to push beyond limits, to reclaim the potential that has been dulled by lies, distractions, and fear. Walk forward quietly, but with purpose. Let no failure discourage you. Let no opinion sway you. Let no comfort keep you stagnant. Step. Each day is a chance to close the gap between the person you are and the person you are meant to be. There is no magic, no shortcut. Step. No external savior who will deliver you to success. You must take it yourself. Responsibility, discipline, purposeful suffering, and relentless action are the tools you have been given. Use them. Build your strength. Sharpen your mind. Train your habits. Step, confront your fear, reclaim your life. This is the moment when excuses end and action begins. The world will not wait. Step, but you can rise faster than the lies that have held you back. Wake up fully. Step forward with courage. Move with purpose. Step life with discipline. Your potential is not a dream. It is a responsibility. And the journey of walking forward, relentless and unbroken. Step is the path that transforms potential into reality, weakness into strength, and ordinary life into a life of mastery. There is no other way.